Hello, gorgeous souls. Welcome to another episode of Zen Musings. So, today I want to address someone's question, which is if everything is destined, what is our role in creating the life that we desire? Because so many things that happen to us are things that we didn't ask for, and we're just living life as is, and things are just happening to us, and we're like dealing with it, right? And some of those things really stick, those pain, those traumas, all of those stuff. So, like, how can we play a part in creating our destiny? Because destiny is something that we think we don't decide, right? But here's what it is. So, first things first, what we're living at, like our reality right now, is a sum total of all the decisions that we have made so far. Even with those events that has happened to us that are like beyond our control, the things that, these circumstances that we didn't ask for, how we respond to them is basically the decision. It's a choice. If we decide A or if we decide B, it's going to lead us to two different paths. That means there are two different destinies that was actually laid out for you that you could decide where do you want to go. So I believe that there are multiple destinies, and I would think it's like more of like checkpoints, right? So sometimes because of this decision it leads you to this destiny, because of this decision it leads you to that destiny. And that's why no right or wrong here. And every single time when something that undesirable happens, and let's just say a divorced couple, and they're like, oh yeah, they were destined to be together, destined to go through that, deal with their karma, and they had to do whatever they needed to do at that point. But then at the same time, like, the ones who's going through that divorce be like, why do I need to go through this? Like, how did I get here? So those type of questions are like both in a way that is based on your decision. At the same time, what was the destiny or the things that are that unfolds in front of you that's beyond your control, that has led up because of that decision. Make sense? If you want to get healthier in the future, what are you supposed to do? Decide to eat differently, decide to work out, decide to create a different mindset. That's a choice that you have to make today in order to get a healthier lifestyle in the future. So every decision that you make leads to a different destiny. So that is still your role, that is still your choice, even when life is still out of your control. Hence why this work is so important, because you want to retrain how you think, how you feel, because that's going to influence your decisions, and that's going to influence again your responses. And so when there's an opportunity that comes in front of you, instead of doing something over and over and over again, making you have like these similar experiences in your lives, like not having the healthiest relationships all the time, having financial problems all the time, health issues all the time, anxious all the time, all these things that you feel are just like you've decided this is just part of me, this is who I am, this is just my life is overwhelming like this, it's chaotic like this, it's just what it is, my circumstances are like this. You've settled and you've lived in that life, and you think that reality is what is doing this to me, when actually it's you doing it to reality over and over and over again. When you start to realize that you actually have the power and that control, like when you have that awareness and start making very intentional decisions in your day-to-day, simple little daily choices, that presents to you, like to just respond better, think better, to feel better, and then you will realize you get different results, and then your reality starts changing. You start seeing that, hey, these little changes that I'm making within myself, things outside are starting to match up to it. And then you get the occasional shitty situation that's beyond your control, but then you start to realize that, hey, I have a choice here. How I respond to this needs to somehow serve me, instead of me getting back again into that situation. That's why, like, for example, when you're like in a relationship that's just like always toxic, always drama, always fighting, and you're also enabling and you're getting into that relationship all the time, then you're stuck in that pattern. There's something in the way you think and you feel that's deciding how you're acting towards that person, that's keeping this whole thing going on. And same for that counterpart. So if you didn't want that drama anymore in your life, then you had to decide something within yourself that have to, like, your action that you have to take, a decision that you need to take that needs to stop that, change that. And then you'll probably see a different reaction. Like immediately your reality will show, okay, because you stepped up and you changed your action, this is the result. So the reason why people are very reluctant to do this whole work and like thinking about the fact that maybe, what's going on in my life right now is because of me. And if I don't like anything, it's my responsibility that I need to change. And if I like things, then it's also my responsibility. It's me who's done this. So it's like you taking credit when things are good, but not wanting to take credit when things are bad. And it's not about taking credit, but it's just like taking responsibility and like so you don't wait for life or situation to kind of present to you that choice, right? It's not like you're waiting for life to come with an opportunity and then you decide something different and then your life changes. The whole goal is to be very like aware of that choice on a day-to-day, moment-by-moment basis. Hence, this is how we kind of train ourselves to like really think about why we act the way that we act and then change that in order for us to like really create the life that we want. So if we want to feel a lot more peaceful, then start creating changes within yourself and like start taking different actions that helps you create that peace in your life. You don't wait for that peace. You don't wait for this person to like, change or give you a break and stop being annoying. You create that peace. You do something about it. You make that action. So that's what I mean, right? So this is the kind of work that I ended up like really getting so into this year. Is like just understanding how much power you have on your own reality. And like if you open up to that and then you kind of be open to the idea that, okay, maybe I have some control over here and I really want to know how to control like my thoughts, feelings, actions, responses so that I actually get the outcome that I want. And so yeah, it's like if you're curious about that, then let me know. But I hope this clears out what it means that, what your role is. Your role is in those responses. It's in how you take those decisions day to day, every single time, even on moments that are, again, out of your control. That is your control. So if you just need to be really aware of how you think and how you feel on a day-to-day basis that's influencing your actions, that is influencing your current outcome, that's creating this current reality that you're living in. So if there's something you want to change, then you have to address this and this. And so yeah, this is the work.